One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, Neil Armstrong once said. But little did we know that with this memorable phrase that dates since the first landing on the moon in 1969, he also defined the concept of biomedical science. Think about it. When scientists can make a brilliant discovery that can help cure diseases in mass, 10 years from now, one can find treatments for cancer, heart regeneration. One can perfect the CRISPR technique for modifying human genes. And even though this might seem quite impossible, this will be the future of biomedical science, one mind bringing a worldwide benefit. Biomedical science represents the application of principles of the natural sciences to medicine. It is one of the broadest areas of science and underpins much of modern medicine, from determining the blood requirements for critically ill patients, to identifying outbreaks of infectious diseases, to monitoring biomarkers in cancer. Research scientists are responsible for designing, undertaking, and analyzing the information provided by the controlled laboratory-based work. They plan and carry out experiments and investigations in a range of areas such as meteorology, geoscience, medical research, or pharmacology. A biomedical researcher carries out laboratory and scientific tests on tissue samples and fluids in order to help clinicians diagnose and treat diseases. They also evaluate the effectiveness of treatments. The functions carried out are wide-ranging. For example, one may work on medical conditions such as cancer, diabetes, or AIDS, screen for and monitor a range of diseases, or carry out tests for emergency blood transfusions. As a biomedical scientist, one needs a combination of practical and theoretical knowledge in biology, chemistry, and physics, given the fact that this job involves both theoretical study and wet lab practice. Considering that this career involves statistics, one will need critical and analytical thinking in order to analyze the data provided by the lab. It is extremely important for a scientist to see all the possible outcomes of every situation. Adding up to that, due to technological developments, one will need sufficient knowledge in terms of IT in order to store the data obtained from the previous studies. Moreover, a scientist needs excellent manual dexterity and the ability to work with special equipment or machines, as part of their work takes place in a lab. Furthermore, a researcher should be very observant, given the fact that a single detail can make a drastic change in the whole study case. Biomedical science and artificial intelligence are and will be in close relation in the future. AI will represent an important asset to the scientific world, as the complex algorithms will make the research process significantly easier, and it will bring multiple benefits. Many kinds of questions can be answered using machine learning techniques. In some cases, they are useful for predictions, such as whether a drug will cure a particular cancer. In others, they set a benchmark. For example, what are the shortcomings of a human thought model relative to what may come? Why is this job for me? Firstly, I've always had a passion for medicine, but recently I discovered that I like working in a lab more than patient-related work. Biomedical science is related to medicine, but instead of actually working with the patients, one develops new treatments for them. Secondly, I am a curious person, and as researchers are always in need of finding questions to provide an answer to, I think this job would suit my personality. Furthermore, I had the chance of taking part in several experimental activities, such as the Weizmann Science Camp in Israel or the ChemoPet project. Through that, I discovered the fascinating beauty of them and their importance for this job. Last but not least, I am a really empathetic person, and I always want to help others. As a researcher, I get to help patients by actually finding new treatments for them that can cure diseases in mass. Biomedical science will be a job of the future, given the fact that there is so much more to discover around us. With the help of artificial intelligence, researchers will find new treatments, new drugs, new explanations for different phenomena that surround us, but most importantly, they will make the world a better place.